So, Mr. Abdullah, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
So I am Mohammad Abdullah from Pakistan. I have a bachelor degree in mechatronics engineering from National University of Science and Technology, which I completed last year in June 2024. Then I came here in UAE and worked as a junior mechatronics engineer in March in Lampre, UAE. And now I have planned to go for further higher studies in UK at University of East London Dockland campus in Master of Mechatronics and Computer System Engineering.
So I'm speaking from the University of East London's Pre-CAS interview preparation team. And now I would like to ask you a series of questions to go through the process. First and foremost, my question to you is, what is your intention behind deciding United Kingdom at your study destination, not your home country or any other countries?
So for the reason for me choosing UK as my higher education study destination rather than other countries like USA or Australia, one of many vital reasons, starting from topmost for the specialized modules that are offered in UK universities, as UK is one of the few countries that offer 1 year master program. So they're offering specialized modules and required pre-knowledge in the same field and experience in the same field. Particularly like in University of East London, in the course of mechatronics and computer system engineering, they're offering core modules like AI and machine vision, which introduce to how machine interpret visual data. And then it is digital smart industry and digital manufacturing, which introduced to industry 4.0, and automation element like PLCs and DCS system. Then there's a project and thesis and a general mental wealth course. Also, there are three optional courses from which I have planned to go with automation and robotics, which is aligned with my career goals and my previous studies. But if you look to other countries like I shortlisted Kent State University, USA, they're offering Master of Mechatronics Engineering, and Edith Cowan University, Australia, they're also offering Mechatronics Engineering. They both are offering 2 year master program, and they contain a lot of courses that are I have covered in bachelor, like control, robotics kinematics, and robotics dynamics, and other courses like mechatronic system design. So these courses, their courses are made for people with general engineering background, like someone from a mechanical engineering, not with someone with a specialized and basic understanding of mechatronic system. So I already have a bachelor degree, so I choose UK and particularly University of East London because I only required the specialized modules and knowledge in that field. The second most reason was the teaching method that are used in UK and particularly University of East London. University of East London is ranked as #1 university by Sunday time in the teaching quality. So they are using method like coursework, presentation, assignment, and project, industrial aligned project, rather than traditional method like used in Kent State University, USA, and Edith Cowan University, mid exam, final exam, and some projects. So Edith Cowan University and Kent State University are both more focused toward the theoretical and research side, but University of East London is more focused toward the practical industry aligned curriculum. The third most reason was the reputation that UK graduates and UK university have in overall the world, and particularly in Middle East. According to Bloomberg and Asia Career Groups, graduate from UK universities are in very high demand in Asia, and particularly in Middle East, UAE and Saudi Arabia. So the reputation of UK universities, also UK is home to one of fifth of the top universities, and University of East London is ranked 7th in the London by Guardian's Time. So the reputation was also a reason, and the last one was the affordability. In UK, universities are more affordable rather than in USA. Kent State University, they are offering a master course of 2 year at a cost of 33,000 Great Britain pound, and Edith Cowan University Australia, they're offering the course at a value of 40,000 Great Britain pound for 2 years. But in University of East London, the course is only for 16,000 Great Britain pound, which is less half than the amount that is required in Australia and United States of America. So the in-depth knowledge, specialized course, and time-efficient and affordable system that is in UK was the reason for me choosing UK as my higher study destination rather than any other countries like USA or Australia.
Okay, so while talking about why you selected United Kingdom, not your home country, Pakistan, or not other countries, it will be better if you talk about academic related regions. If your answer is strongly supported with strong evidence related to academic quality, that will be better in your answer. So you can compare in terms of what? In terms of academic standards, you can compare in terms of duration of your course, you can compare in terms of living expense, living cost, or you can compare in terms of fees. And most importantly, if you talk about your uni course modules, that will be academic regions. Do you understand? That will be academic regions. So you better compare as per academic regions. That will be far better for you. Academic regions are mandatory in most of the questions in pre-CAS interview. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now, so the next question I want to ask you right now is about this. The next question is, dear candidate, without further ado, my question to you is, what course did you apply to study, and why have you chosen to study this course at University of East London? Or why did you select mechatronics and computer systems engineering course at the University of East London?
So for choosing master in mechatronics and computer system engineering, one of many reasons. Starting for my bachelor degree in mechatronics engineering, I worked at a project of making a fruit plucking robot, autonomous fruit plucking robot in my bachelor final year project. Then I came here in UAE and start working in Lampreter as a junior mechatronics engineer. So my main responsibilities were working on the troubleshooting and maintenance of the control and automation system. So my previous bachelor degree and my experience and my future career as an automation and control engineer was the reason for me choosing mechatronics and computer system engineering at University of East London. I required to do a specialization in the autonomous field and control field. The module that are offered at University of East London, the core module like AI and machine vision, it is the most important as it is required to automate the system and how machine visually interpret data. Then the second course, smart industry and digital manufacturing, which introduced to industry 4.0 and automation element and control element like PLCs and DCS. Then there is a project and thesis and a general mental wealth course. Also, there are 3 optional courses from which I plan to choose automation and robotics, which is the core of my career goals as a control engineer. Moving forward, I plan to do the industrial placement, which is part of my master course. After my 1-year master, then I have an industrial placement, which will give me the knowledge and understanding of international standard in the industry. After that, I plan to come back to UAE and work in companies like NEOM and IMI International Maritime Industries and DP World as a junior control engineer. The salary range of a junior control engineer is around 15,000 dirham, which is roughly 3,000 Great Britain pound. And with 2 to 3 year experience, one can work as a senior control engineer, and salary can increase up to 4,000 Great Britain pound. So my previous education and experience and my future career goals were the reason for me choosing this course at University of East London.
Why did you select this University of East London particularly? Why not other universities? Why this course exactly at University of East London?
So I shortlisted 3 universities in UK, while researching for course related to mechatronics and control engineering. Number one is University of Leeds offering Master of Mechatronics and Robotics. Then Canterbury Christchurch University offering Master in Advanced Manufacturing and Technology with Robotics, and University of East London offering Mechatronics and Master of Mechatronics and Computer System Engineering. So for the reason for me choosing University of East London as my study destination was the reason that the core modules that are directly related to my previous experience. I worked as a junior mechatronics engineer and also worked on the final year project of autonomous fruit plucking robot. So my previous education experience required me to go in depth in the field of autonomous and control. So the modules that are offered in University of East London, like AI and machine vision and smart industries and digital manufacturing, which will give me the understanding of Industry 4.0 control element and how machine visualize and interpret data through AI. So these were the required courses for my specialization and working as a control engineer. If you look toward the University of East, University of Leeds, at course of mechatronics and robotics, their offering modules are control, programming, aerial robotics, and biomechatronics. So they're more focused toward humanoid robotics and drone technologies. So their course is aligned towards research and the theoretical side. And if we look towards the Canterbury Christchurch University course of Advanced Manufacturing and Robotics, their core modules are like mechatronic system design, which I already have covered in my bachelor, then robotics kinematics, which also I already have covered in my bachelor, and Industry 4.0, which is part of the bigger module that is offered at University of East London, Smart Industries. So the master course that is offered at Canterbury Christchurch University is more towards the general understanding of mechatronic system rather than in-depth. So the in-depth studies of autonomous and control field that are offered in University of East London was the number one reason. Then moving toward the teaching quality and examination method, University of East London is using industry aligned curriculum and examination method like project, assignment, presentation, and lab work rather than the traditional method that are used in other university like University of Leeds and Canterbury Christchurch University. They're using mid-exam, final exam, and some lab work. So they're more focused toward the theoretical and research side. But I wanted to align my studies with the industrial needs so that I can come back and work as a control engineer in the industry, knowing the industrial standard. And the third most reason is the affordability. University of Leeds is offering the master course of mechatronics and robotics at a cost of 33,000 Great Britain pound. But University of East London is offering at a cost of 16,000 Great Britain pound, which is half the fees of University of East Leeds. Also, University of East London has a very good reputation in London. It is ranked as seventh best university by Guardian Times. Also, it is ranked as seventh by Student Satisfaction Survey 2026. The teaching quality is ranked as number one in London by Sunday Times. So the overall core modules, specialized core module in the field of automation and control, and the affordability and the industry aligned core curriculum and the teaching method was the reason for me choosing University of East London over other universities in London and overall UK.
So what other UK universities did you research for the course you have applied for? What made those options less attractive than studying at the University of East London?
So the other universities that I have researched for in UK are University of Leeds and University of East London and Canterbury Christchurch University. The course of Master of Mechatronics and Robotics offered in University of Leeds. The course of Master in Advanced Manufacturing and Technology with Robotics offered at Canterbury Christchurch University. So overall, all the universities are good, but for my career goals, the modules that are offered in University of East London was the number one reason for me choosing UEL over other university. They're offering courses like core modules like AI and machine vision, which is required to for the understanding of how machine visualize data. through AI, then smart industry and digital manufacturing, which will give me the understanding of Industry 4.0 and also the control element like PLCs and DACS. In the other university, like University of Leeds, their core modules are aerial robotics, biomechatronics, and control element. So they are more focused toward the humanoid robotics, drone technology, and theoretical and research side. But I want to work in the automation and control field in my future. So the modules of UEL was better option. If we look toward the Canterbury Christchurch University course of advanced manufacturing and robotics, their modules consist of mechatronic system design, robotics, kinematics, and dynamics, which already have covered in my bachelor degree. So their course is more towards general mechatronics course, which is made for people with general engineering background, like someone for mechanical. As I already have a bachelor degree in mechatronics engineering, so I choose University of East London for the specialized module that is required to achieve my career goal. Moving to the second point is the teaching quality that is offered at University of East London. University of East London is ranked as number one by Sunday Time in the teaching quality and seventh in the student satisfaction survey 2026. Also, it is ranked seventh by Guardian Time in the best universities in London. So the reputation was very good of University of East London over other universities. And the third is the affordability of University of East London. University of East London course is only for 16,000 Great Britain pound, but Master of Mechatronics and Robotics at University of Leeds is around 33,000 Great Britain pound, which is double the amount fees of University of East London. So overall specialized course modules which are required and essential for my career goals in the most affordable way were offered through University of East London course of Mechatronics and Computer System Engineering. So that's what the reason for me choosing UEL.
Okay, now, Mr. Abdullah, my next question to you is in detail, explain how you expect this course you will be starting at the University of East London to help you succeed with your 5-year career plan.
So I completed my bachelor degree in mechatronics engineering from National University of Science and Technology last year in June 2024. Then I came to UAE for a job and with my family, and I start working as a junior mechatronics engineer at Lampreter in March. While working there, I worked as my main responsibilities were on the maintenance and troubleshooting of control and automation system. So while working, I observed that I need to get specialized understanding and knowledge in the automation and control field. So I start looking toward the higher studies option, and I, through thorough research, I came to the course of mechatronics and computer system engineering offered at University of East London. The modules that are offered at University of East London are the reason for me choosing UEL. The course like AI and machine vision, which is the mandatory course in the field of AI, working as automation and control engineer. The second, smart industry and digital manufacturing, is also the mandatory course as it introduced to the industry 4.0 and automation element like PLCs, DCS. So I have planned to come back to UAE after completing my master course and work as a control engineer in companies like NEOM, IMI, and DP World, which are the leading companies here. I plan to work as a junior control engineer, which on average salary is 15,000 AD, which is roughly 3,000 Great Britain pound. And with 2 to 3 year experience, one can move to senior control engineer and salary up to 4,000 Great Britain pound. Now, my 5-year plan is to go for higher studies, complete my higher study, and get the industrial placement and know the standard of international industries, and then come back to UAE and work as a junior control engineer and pursue towards the senior control engineer position.
How much are you expecting for your salary during your working period after completion of your course from University of East London at your home country?
So As my parents are living in UAE, so I'll be coming back to UAE, and the salary of a junior control engineer is roughly 15,000 AED, which is almost 3,000 Great Britain pound, as there is no income tax here. And with 2 to 3 year experience in the field, one can get up to 20,000 AED, roughly 4,000 Great Britain pound.
So, what plans do you have in terms of accommodation while studying at the University of East London?
So I've researched on the accommodation through websites like studentember.com, unitestudent.com, and other student accommodation provider websites. So I have planned to go with the in-suite private or shared student accommodation. I have shortlisted two main accommodation at near University of East London. One is the Landale House offered by studentember.com, which is roughly £800 per month, including all bills. And the second shortlist accommodation that I shortlisted was Stratford One, offered by United Student. So Stratford One is near Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park at University Road, and the Landale House is near Lower Road, London. So both accommodation are roughly 20 minutes away from my university through train, and their charges are roughly £800. Overall, my expense will be £800, including the expense of living and internet and other amenities included. To 150 to 2,200 Great Britain pound for the groceries, 150 to 100 Great Britain pound required for the traveling charges, and £100 required for student expense and other. So it is roughly £1,200 that I required on average to live in London, which is less than the limit set by UKV, 1480 pounds. So in case of any miscellaneous charges, I will be able to adjust in my monthly budget.
Okay. So, uh, so now, so my next question is, please explain your last academic qualification. What have you been doing since graduating, and why you would like to study the course you have applied for now?
So my last education was Bachelor in Mechatronics Engineering from National University of Science and Technology, Pakistan. Then it was in June 2024, last year. After that, I came to UAE and it took some 2 to 3 months for attestation and verification of my degree and transcript. Then I started working as a junior mechatronics engineer at Lamprey, UAE. As a junior mechatronics engineer, my main responsibilities were troubleshooting and maintenance of control and automation system. During that, I observed that I now require in-depth knowledge of the control elements. So I start looking towards the higher studies, and after careful observation and planning, I choose University of East London course of Master in Mechatronics and Computer System Engineering, which is directly aligned with my previous studies and experience. I completed a final year project of autonomous fruit plucking robot as my final year project in bachelor degree. Then I also worked as junior mechatronics engineer control. So my previous degree and my previous experience were in the control field, so I wanted to pursue my higher study in the same controlled field and in-depth knowledge of control. So I choose University of East London. The core module that are offered are AI and machine vision, which is the number one mandatory course in the field of autonomous and control, which will give me the knowledge and understanding of how machine visualize data through AI. Then the course of smart industry and digital manufacturing, which will introduce me to industry 4.0 and other automation elements like a PLC, DCS system. Then there's a project thesis and a general mental wealth course. I also plan to go with the one optional course, automation and robotics, which is also essential for my career goal as a control engineer. After that, I have an industrial placement, which will give me the insights of international industrial standard and hands-on experience in the industry. After completion of my degree and industry placement year, I'll be coming back to UAE and work as a control engineer, junior control engineer at companies like Neom, DP World, or IMI. The roughly salary is around to 15,000 AD, which is almost 3,000 Great Britain pound for a junior mechatronics engineer. But with a 3 to 3 year experience, one can get up to 20,000 AD, which is roughly 4,000 Great Britain pound, as there is no income tax. So 4,000 Great Britain pound up one can achieve after 2-3 experience. So my 5 year goal is to go to UEL and study mechatronics course and computer system engineering course, then do the industry placement, come back, start working as a junior control engineer in the industry, and pursue my career towards a senior control engineer.
Okay, now my next question to you will be, why is having placement important?
So as I worked in UAE, I observed that people with UK graduation and people with the UK industrial experience are very high demand in the Middle East, because the UK industry standards are followed in Middle East. According to Bloomsburg and Asia Group's, UK graduates and people with UK industrial experience are in very high demand in Middle East, and particularly UAE and Saudi Arabia. So that was one of the reason. Then I will be able to gain hands-on experience in the industry in the UK. So I'll be able to know and understand the international industrial standards and have the experience on the automation and control element in the industry. So it will be beneficial for me when I'll be back here in UAE, as they will be a very good reputation for me, as I will be having a UK graduation and also UK experience. So it will be very beneficial for me to provide me with the good demand in the job market.
So what are your expectations of the UK's student support services and resources?
So I expect to get help from student support services UK in almost every field, as I will be coming first time to UK. I hope to get benefit for in the accommodation, getting accommodation, and I also know that mental wealth is very important. So student services program like mental wealth courses and general stress counseling, in UK is offered for students, so that will be also beneficial. Also I will be adjusting in a new environment and new diverse culture, so I hope to get help from UK student sports service to adjust into the new culture and new environment. And overall I hope to get help in all fields like accommodation, settling in UK and particularly in London, and managing my stress and my study life.
So how does this university's reputation and ranking influence your decision to study here?
So University of East London is ranked as #1 in teaching quality by Sunday Times 2025, and also ranked in 7th in London in the student satisfaction survey. They are also ranked 7th as best university in London by Guardian Times. So their reputation was a major element for me, as University of East London is one of the best teaching quality, industry aligned curriculum and industry aligned examination method, was the reason and influenced me a lot to choose University of East London. In traditional sense, University of East London, there are other university in London and UK which have a higher ranking than University of East London. But if we look toward the general student teaching quality ranking and student satisfaction ranking, I think the University of East London is the most best university in the most affordable way. So this influenced me a lot in choosing University of East London as my study destination.
So it can be a big shock returning to full-time studies, let alone in another country. Please describe the steps you have taken to ensure you are fully prepared for a student life again.
So after completing my bachelor degree, I had a lot of time in my hand. So rather than wasting it, I did a lot of courses like asset management and reliability and other managerial courses like Six Sigma. Also done courses in autonomous field like PLCs developer. So I used my this 1 year after my graduation and keep connected with study through digital courses. So it's not been a long time away from studies. Also, I have been working on my English skills and knowing the environment of University of East London and the near about places. So I think that there will be no difficulty in adjusting in University of East London as a full-time student.
What are the consequences if you breach UKVI rules around working?
So I know that I has set some rule related to working as a student. So as I know that working as a student have our limitation, and also the type of work one can do. So I know that if in case of breaching those rules, the visa can be revoked and legal action can be taken against me, like fine, penalties, and other action. Also now that it gonna be have a high impact on my future immigration, and not it gonna only affect on my visa but on my future career goals. And as a student I will be following the rules of UKV, and in case of any confusion I will directly contact the student support service or UKV for any confusion.
So how does this university's approach to teaching and learning align with your personal academic preferences?
So during my bachelor degree of mechatronics engineering at National University of Science and Technology, I always was the main group leader in projects and hand-on experience in the field. So I always like to work on projects, assignment, presentation rather than theoretical exam, mid-exam, final exam. So the University of East London is using industrial line curriculum and teaching method. They're not using traditional method like mid-exam, final exam to evaluate the understanding of a student, but they're using presentation, assignment, hand-on experience on project, and coursework like lab works rather than traditional mid-exam and theoretical portion. So the practical element of examination and teaching method of University of East London was very good and personally aligned with my academic preference.
What financial challenges do you expect to encounter during your studies, and how do you plan to address them?
So as I will be coming for the first time in UK, I know that there will be challenges, financial challenging in adjusting living cost and other cost in UK for the starting month. But I have planned to I have the amount set by UKV as my monthly budget, and also check the online platform for student accommodation, living charges, grocery charges, and other charges. which is on average around 1,200 pound, 800 pound for the living charges, 150 to 200 pound for the groceries, around 50 to 100 pound for the transport, and 100 pound for other charges, which is around build up to 1,200 pound, which is below the limit of UKV set at 1,480 pound. So in case of any other charges, I will be able to just in my monthly budget. Also, I have my father support in for full time. He will be supporting me in adjusting and fulfilling the financial challenges I will be facing in London.
How familiar are you with the rules and regulations related to working on a student visa in the United Kingdom?
So according to the regulation, as per my knowledge, on student visa, one can work up to 20 hours per week, and as full time in university holidays. And also their limitation to the work which one can do. You cannot be self-employed and you cannot do freelancing.
Okay, so one more personalized question. What is the one country in the world you would love to visit and why?
So as I've been to UAE and Middle East, and I'll be going for the first time into UK. So I would love to visit UK as my next destination is there, and from there I have places that I have chosen, like Dover Castle near Canterbury, and Oxford Street at Oxford University. So I plan to visit UK during my study.
Okay, so Mr. Muhammad Abdullah, so during your recording, when you have to record, before recording, there might be 3 basic instructions. In basic instruction number 1, 3 words might be displayed on the screen, and you have to pronounce those 3 words accurately. And in instruction number 2, basic instruction number 2, one statement is displayed on the screen, and you have to read that statement aloud. And in instruction number 3, you may have to display your passport next to your face, and you have to say your full name and your date of birth as per your passport. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So these are the basic instructions, and after basic instructions, you have to demonstrate your confidence and clarity with spontaneity and language fluency. And whatever you speak, you have to be well prepared to speak, to respond quickly on this part. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So your proactive and logical behavior, logical personality can add more sense in your answer. So don't make your answer too lengthy. If you make your answer too lengthy, till you reach to your answer, your time may be finished for that particular question. So your timer will be displayed on the screen for 1 minute and 3 minutes. And being based upon the timer, you have to manage your timing, and you have to try to complete answer. If you try to speak a lengthy answer, what happens is that just after you finish introduction and body, your time might be finished and you may not be able to conclude your answer. That's why try to demonstrate your confidence and clarity, and you will be sent a link, and that's the last mock interview from my side. And best of luck ahead. We will send you the link for recording. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck ahead.
Thank you.